All right, what's going on, guys? It is Chicago Style with Greg, Keith, and Josh. Um, we are going into week 3 of the season, and I think we all got some big time opinions to share with each other. I know we got a group chat rolling with strong opinions, um, but we'll kind of dial it down and we'll think before we speak, and we'll kick it to you guys and see what you guys want to start with.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
I feel like
Go ahead.
the little hiatus occurred there with us recording. I mean, it's really not. It's not because we didn't have anything to talk about. It's just because right after those losses, there's just nothing good to say, and the first thing you want to do is go off the deep end. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
Yeah.
start creating these huge problems for the team in your head. And sometimes it just takes a few weeks to figure these things out because it's a first year head coach for and Ben Johnson. You got second year Caleb, who's on his fourth coordinator in a year and a half. So, people just got to be patient, myself included, in this process.
Yeah, and to go along with that, not last week was a little tougher too. I had literally games 50% of the week basically, so that's why we didn't talk the Vikings game. I didn't. We originally wanted to wait. I wanted to wait like 2 days because I didn't want us just coming on here and screaming the whole time because that's probably what I would have done at least myself. So
Yeah.
it was always like a calm. But then I game Wednesday, I game Friday, and then the game kind of catches up on you. Keith works Saturdays, so we kind of had that going for us that game. But we wanted to talk a little bit about those games and not get too down on it, like Josh was saying. Defense. I'll start with the defense here. We can get into the offense. Obviously, that's the whole other topic. Obviously, I don't know how. What did they score? 52 points or what? 53, whatever the hell.
50 is 52 to
Yeah,
21.
52 points. I mean, you give up in that give that up in the NFL, you're not gonna win too many games.
You're not going to win that game.
But I just don't know how. Like, I know Lions' offense is fine; they're good, and I don't care if they lost Ben Johnson. They still have the same players, and so you can still kind of figure out what to do with them. It's already been done. Um, but and they just faced the Packers too, which they're probably playing pretty well. So it's like, all right, but 52 points is a lot of points. It's like almost every fucking drive.
Hey, I did see a stat where they had 57 plays and they scored 52 points or something like that.
Yeah.
That's fucking horrible. Um, I just,
You know what the
I,
worst part of all this is how both quarterbacks that have played the Bears so far this year have gotten NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah. I said that in the group
that
chat,
sucks.
and I was like,
And yeah, you did.
bet
Yeah.
Dak Prescott this week for NFC Player of the Week because he's probably going to throw for 550 yards, 7 touchdowns, break every record.
Oh, yeah.
So
Great
there's,
cuts.
I have two things at the top of my list here on my notes. One is the injury pileups that keep occurring, and it's the same fucking dudes every year. It feels like, at least.
Kyler Gordon
Like
definitely
Jalen,
likes to get hurt.
Kyler Gordon's always hurt. Brisker isn't hurt yet, but yeah, it's only a matter of time. Jalen Johnson's hurt. T.J. Edwards hurt. Grady Jarrett. We just paid all these freaking dudes too.
I know. And
Like
guess what's either
all within
all on the defense.
right, and we just paid
Top
all
five
these.
paid defense in the NFL, by the way.
Yeah, we just threw all those guys I listed a boatload of money, all fucking hurt,
Yeah.
and like you can't win this division with our third string
A half-rate
cornerback
defense.
starting every week. Right.
Yeah.
And another thing about the defense that I wanted to bring up is just a lack of hustle, man. Like it looks like they just gave up on Sunday. Like that one Isaac Tesla catch at the end of the half, they got screwed by the refs. I get it, but like, dude, you got to play.
Got to make your own
You
luck.
got to
Bears
play.
always get screwed by the refs. At what point are you just going to overcome it? They've been getting
Right.
screwed by the refs for years.
Yeah.
Right. And
So at what point does it stop being an excuse and you just play through it and get over it?
Right. And of course, it's fucking Tyreek Stevenson, our one healthy cornerback who sucks. I'm sorry, I said it. He sucks.
He was pretty damn bad. Pretty damn bad last week. He got beat.
His rookie year, he
almost
looked
every
actually
time.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know that Hail Mary killed his entire career up to this point.
Quarterbacks
So
throwing against Tyreek Stevenson this year so far have a perfect passer rating.
that's just not good.
No, and I get
Um,
cornerback's a really, really hard position, and now that Jalen got hurt, even though he was still kind of getting beat, well, Jalen didn't play that long, but now that Tyreek has to jump to the number one receiver basically most of the time, he's just getting. Amon-Ra St. Brown made him look like he was in high school. Like, it was pretty bad. Like, those routes he was
yeah.
getting beat. Like, the end of the half, like you just mentioned, gets beat. I mean, they have 6 seconds. They probably need to get rid of the ball very, very quickly. You gotta maybe not know it's coming, but play better defense. Like, it was like, I don't know what the hell he is doing.
We also get no pressure on the ball at all. We didn't sack Jared Goff once.
Yeah.
Montez Sweat's getting paid all this money still. All these guys are getting paid a lot of fucking money, and they're not doing shit.
We need Booker back, dude. He's
Well,
still
you
hurt.
gotta understand though that the way the scheme works is that the cornerbacks need to be locking down the receivers to give the pass rush time to get home, and our cornerbacks and our entire back half of our defense, basically the starters are out. So
I'd like to see a stat on how fast, because like I can see that sort of with the defensive scheme, but I want to know like how fast the quarterback's getting rid of the ball, because I feel like they're still getting rid of it. It's not like the quarterback's like sitting in there for fucking 15 seconds trying to throw a ball. He's like 1, 2, 3
no,
step throw, and I feel like they're just open every time. It's not like he's like making crazy throws.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
we need Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon.
Jalen Johnson probably out for the year from unless like
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
they
Yeah.
said unless they were like in the hunt for like a wild card spot or whatever the hell it may be. That's the only
That ain't
way.
happening.
And then Kyler Gordon, he did not practice today. So I mean, I'm not putting anything on a Wednesday injury report, but once we get to Friday, that's when you really got to start seeing if they got any practices in.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, I get it's only week 2, and I'm really hopeful that Ben Johnson can just like figure this thing out, because we haven't even talked about the offense, and you know, I feel like Caleb's going to be an easy scapegoat, even though he's not terrible, but he's hasn't looked great. It's just getting harder and harder to turn on these games and like get excited when it's just the same shit every year.
Well, that's why I took the
Rinse
Bears,
and
the Bears
repeat.
hat off. It's got the Earlville,
Yeah.
but friggin'
It's just rinse and
It's
repeat
fan
every year, man.
fatigue. Fan fatigue.
Yeah.
And it's real.
I don't know.
It is real.
It's just, well, I know like people are gonna complain like the first game of the year against the Vikings, like the offense didn't do anything after the first drive, which is fair, very fair point. Defense also gave up 21 points in the fourth quarter, bad. Then they gave up 52 points the next game. So what is that? They given up like 70 something points the last 6 quarters or 5 quarters.
Yeah.
So I mean you can't. I don't care if you have fucking Patrick Mahomes. The odds of you still winning are very slim with that. I mean
that is an awful sounding cherry pick stat right there. My lord.
Yeah. But 55, like you got to score with 53 points, 55 points to win against that. I mean, that's scoring almost every drive. Almost impossible to happen unless you're facing the Bears.
Unless you are the current Indianapolis Colts, who have not punted once yet this season.
Danny Dimes.
With Danny Dimes, man.
Yep.
We could jump the offense though, because kind of already got. I mean, defense has to be better. The people that are backups, they need to step up. I mean, the starters on the D line. I know Booker's out, but he didn't do anything last year. He looked good in the preseason, but then got hurt. The cornerback's going to be the biggest problem because obviously we don't know when Gordon's coming back. Jalen Johnson's out for the year. They got another like Jalen Jones, who was on a backup last year. He was decent backup. He's hurt.
Isn't he hurt too?
Yeah. So I don't even when they put these cornerbacks in, I don't even know who the fuck they are. And I'm not trying to be mean. Like they're in the NFL, but I just don't know who. Like they're like undrafted free agents.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're like third string or practice guys.
And Terrell Smith is hurt too, and he's out for the year. And he was the only backup last year with the most experience.
Yeah, and my fingers are crossed. This is like the first. I know we've lost a bunch of people, but that's when they lost. Like, they're not going to lose people to like the rest of the year. They already got out of the way. They'll have some kinks and bumps and all that, but hopefully everyone else can stay healthy, and especially the offense. Because I guess right now it's kind of see if Caleb is the guy, a great guy, because he actually is playing pretty decently. The last game he wasn't as bad as it looked, and see if Ben Johnson can figure out running a team and an offense at the same time. Because obviously, some of his answers with the media, he's definitely gotten chippy, which I like. I'm not saying personally I like it, but he's definitely been a little chippy with the media, which.
Today was he made quite the striking statement today when he didn't name any player, and specifically, obviously, I'm sure you guys read or heard this too, but when he said that they don't have the practice habits of a championship caliber team.
I did just see that.
Yeah, well, he's like
man.
subliminally calling people out, because he said, I don't have the quote on me.
Yeah.
It's either after the game or Monday. He said something along the lines of like, we're gonna start seeing if people that are starting want to still be starting, and if like backup, like there's gonna be more competition. Essentially, what he was saying. And a lot of people were saying, I know it's not obviously true, or it's not confirmed true, but people were thinking and saying that's DJ Moore. Although when I just listened to Hogan Johns, they said DJ Moore actually had a good blocking game against the Lions. He just didn't have a lot of receptions. So obviously Ben Johnson could be talking about anyone in that situation.
He could be talking about fucking Braxton Jones.
I mean, he might. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't start, but I don't know who the hell you're going to put there. Trapillo, but he was a fucking healthy scratch last week.
Which brings me to this. Why is our top 3 picks not getting any playing time at all? Does that make any sense to you guys?
Loveland's on the field. He's just not getting the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry. Let me rephrase that. They're getting playing time. They're not getting any damn receptions. Well, Trapillo's a healthy scratch.
You could argue Burden's not getting as much playing time as he should get, but I get there's a bunch of receivers ahead of him in that case.
I just think it's only been 2 games, and Ben's still trying to figure this thing out with them, and so he's not, getting into the 2 tight end sets yet as far as like having them run routes. He's probably just using them a lot for blocking to give Caleb time to kind of see, his receivers downfield understand the offense a little bit more. I could be totally wrong, but
no, I mean,
it seems like he's not trying to put too much on him too soon.
I feel like we do talk about it during the off season, maybe podcasts or even just in group chats or whatever in person. I feel like we always say like the first few weeks of NFL seasons are like isn't the best anyways. So it's like
right.
I know like deep down I'm overreacting, but at the same time it's the same thing year after year, so it's hard to have to deal with it every single season. Like it never changes. So it's just like I still have confidence.
We've won one game in 340 days or something like that.
Yeah, they're 12. They're 1-12 their last 13 games.
But
I still trust
people would be a lot more pissed off about it had they not beaten the Packers last week of last season.
Yeah, that helped. That definitely helps. But now we're off our soapbox.
That,
so.
Yeah. On the offense, I'm honestly not like terribly worried about moving forward. Defense, I'm really fucking worried about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I still trust Ben Johnson right now. It's like he hasn't done anything. I know like he's made the field or the kickoff at the end of the Vikings game. He made a mistake there. It's his first game really coaching, so I mean I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. He's coached 2 games in the NFL as a head coach, so I'm not particularly worried about that. I still think Caleb's good. He's from everything I've seen. I'm not a quarterback expert here. Not saying that at all, but everything I've seen on Twitter from the guys that are like Baldinger and all those guys that do those Twitter analysis on quarterbacks, like they've said he actually played definitely way better from week 1 to week 2. So, and then Roma Dunze, obviously, I have a little.
Dunze's been a bright spot.
Yeah, he's tied in the NFL for touchdowns. I know it's week 2, 3 touchdowns. I mean, he had 11 catches last week, I think, for like 127 yards. It's like. Kind of like to see that because, he's supposed to be the number 1 when DJ is not here anymore.
Right.
I think he's the number 1 right now.
I feel like it's either there or
it's week 2.
It's 1A or 1B.
Not been, yeah.
I mean, I thought I had
that's probably Bulls' best draft pick.
And I know you mentioned who hasn't played. I mean, another second-round pick Shamar Turner in
Yeah.
healthy scratch. So it's like, why are these guys healthy
Why?
scratches? Is the question. Like, why aren't they like
Like
normally
They
D
just.
line?
I
They
wonder
come
if they
in
suck.
that D line needs all the friggin' help they can get. Why is he just like not playing?
exactly. So maybe we'll see something different this week. Which do you guys got anything else on offense? I know Josh is probably pissed off about Luther Burden and his lack of touches.
I mean, honestly, I'm more upset about Colson Loveland not getting some action because I just expected that with having those two tight ends that they would be getting fed the ball a lot early because it's like a young quarterback's best friend is a good, a tight end with good hands. So I
Right.
don't know. I guess I was expecting more, but at the same time, like, I'm going to keep going back to I'm glad we waited a few days to kind of talk about all this because I would have definitely overreacted, Monday. But now I'm just like, it's only been 2 weeks, man. Like 2 weeks and hopefully a long, fruitful term of Ben Johnson's tenure as a Bears head coach. So I'm gonna give him as much time as he needs for right now. Like I trust him, as you guys said. I trust Ben Johnson too, and the defense is definitely a huge concern. But I don't think we were winning the Super Bowl this year anyway. So let's just like see this offense come together, I guess, and have some fun and put some points on the board.
Scoring points would be fun.
I know we. I
More
know it's
points
been
would
Johnson's.
help. If it was 48-51 or 52, I'm sorry, whatever it was against the Lions, would you have felt a little better about that?
Yeah, but I still would. Goddamn defense sucks.
Yeah, but it's like, damn, we put up a 50 burger basically too.
I
So
know.
it's like it
No,
just
it would
came
have
down
felt
to the
better.
wire.
It would have felt better.
Right, just compete. Just compete. Like stick with the good
No,
teams.
it's.
I know.
Go ahead, Keith. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say. I know it's Johnson's first year. Like you got to give him some time, but at some point, it's kind of like we're watching the same fucking movie over and over again, man. Like
I know.
I get.
It's so
You know what I mean? And like I know it's like it's a new quarterback in a new system with a new coach. A
and a
lot of
new
different
way to
pieces are
lose.
moving. Right, but like every fucking game, man, it's like we lost in a horrible way that just like makes my jaw drop, you know?
It's
This
It's the
something
hasn't
same
been
different.
movie every
Buffalo fans felt like
No.
in the 80s.
Yeah.
It's like dude, I got friends at work that are Colts fans and like
Oh Christ.
they're laughing at me. I'm
Yeah, I
like,
thought they were
fuck,
gonna be
man, this
dog
sucks.
shit. To be honest, the Colts. I thought they were gonna be bad.
Yeah.
If you had told me like 4 months ago that Colts fans with Daniel Jones as their quarterback would be laughing at the Chicago Bears this year, I would have told you you're fucking crazy.
Yeah. And
89ers.
I
The
work with some
89ers.
Vikings fans and that's been brutal too. So
Well, I'm family members with Packer fans, so
that's pretty bad.
that's in-laws though. It's not blood relation. So
Just has to clarify
I
that.
have to clarify that. All right, now that we gotten off mostly the last two games, what are our thoughts what are our thoughts on against the Dallas Cowboys?
15
I
and
think
2,
it's
baby.
gonna
Let's go.
This fucking guy.
I think I think it's gonna be an offensive shootout.
I would bet the over.
Yeah, I would
Watch
bet
it
the
be like
over
a
for
fucking
sure.
7-3 game. No one could do anything.
I
I
don't ever want to see that
I
out of a Ben Johnson offense ever in my life.
I know. That's like the Seahawks game last year.
Yeah.
That was the good news for that. I'm not trying to get off go on a tangent, but I remember that game
No, you're good.
specifically because it was the only basketball game I was coaching where we had a game the same day that the Bears played. So I literally turned my phone on silent, put like notifications off for all the group chats. Didn't look at my phone until I got home, played the game from the start, and it got after the first quarter. I'm like, holy shit, this is terrible. And I just like literally like fast forward through it. I'm like, what? I'm like, this is the worst. I should have never done this. So I only remember that game. It was so bad. I never want to see that again. I never want to see that again.
I hey, if we're like the Bengals from last year where like they lost every game like 35-40, or some shit like that, so be it.
Yeah,
At least we're like in it.
and I don't think I know people are gonna maybe disagree with this, but I don't think the offensive line has truly been that bad. Um, there's Braxton Jones has gotten definitely given up his pressures and whatnot, but still looks better than last year.
Yeah, I mean, Caleb's he's running a completely new system. He's under center more. Like
Yep. Yep.
he literally had free range at USC in Oklahoma to just do whatever the fuck he wanted. And then obviously Waldron wasn't coaching him, so it's like this is his first year of really being like under the
Well,
scope.
from what I've read and heard on the radio today, actually, to go back to your comment about Caleb and the free reign at USC, there's actually a lot of people apparently after he left that school and got drafted in the building who said that offense was stagnant with him there because he just could not stick to this to the script. He was just constantly freelancing, so they could never really get in a groove as an offense because he was just doing what he wanted.
Yeah,
I could see that too.
I could see that being true.
But maybe that's why he needs this to work out with Ben Johnson, so he's not always doing those freelancing plays, like you said, like going out of pocket, which he does pretty well. I'm not gonna lie to you, so I'm fine with it every once in a while, but you can't rely on that.
Some plays he'll make, it's like, holy shit, how do you make that throw?
Yeah.
And then some plays, it's like,
Holy
dude,
shit, why is that throw so bad?
Right.
Yeah. Holy shit, why is that throw so bad?
But it's like literally like two different spectrums, like one up here and like one down here. It's like,
right.
how is that possible? Which
At least it's still better than Justin Fields, where it was just, oh, he runs fast.
Yeah. But to get back to the Cowboys game, I do think there will and should be a lot of scoring. Hopefully our run
It'll be a shootout, dude.
Hopefully our run game can get into it a little bit. I mean, at this point, Roshan Johnson's probably not even on the roster anymore. I don't even he was active last week, and I don't even think he played. So hopefully they give him a young guy.
No, Micah Parsons.
I know. That's true.
Oh, goody. No, we just have to play him on the Packers twice a year now, not once a year.
You win some, you lose some. Or if you're the Bears, you lose all of them so far.
You lose all of them if you're the Bears.
Blame Jerry Jones for that one. It does help that he's not there, but give the young guys some chances. DeAndre Swift a little more of a passing down receiver running back than going through the tackles, it looks like at this point. But I don't even know if the offensive line is opening up holes. I haven't watched any film the last 2 weeks. I've been too mad and don't want to think about it.
Oh, you know what? Real quick. There's been a lot of chatter about Ryan Poles needing to get fired. And I don't quite know why. I'm wondering if either of you happen to agree with that.
I wouldn't think it should be fired, but maybe now seeing his draft picks, they
are we hot seating Ryan Poles?
I don't even think he's on the hot seat.
I would say he's on the hot seat.
Now, you have to remember, the hot seat that we just extended him to a 5-year contract through 2029.
Yeah.
You're going to have to pay him all that money if you fire him.
No way. They're not. Unless they, even if they say they are terrible to win 4 or 5 games, and then they do the same thing the next year, then I could see it happening then. And then Ben Johnson being helped. He wouldn't get fired, but I think he would be heavily involved in picking the GM if that were to happen. I don't think it's going to, but some of these draft picks need to start producing or it's a problem.
All I'll say is ever since Ryan Poles said we will take the North back, he's 3-17 against NFC North.
We will give the North and never take it back.
Okay, buddy.
Winners.
3-17 against the NFC North. That's horrible.
I want to hear your predictions for Sunday. 3:25 game too, not noon. FYI.
33-27 Cowboys.
I'm gonna say 40. I would say 40 to 35 Cowboys.
40-35. Okay. I think
it's gonna be a shootout.
I'm thinking 30-27 31-27 Cowboys. And I just don't have the confidence to pick the Bears at this point in any way, shape, or form until
They haven't won yet.
Until they win. So if they win this week,
Eberflus revenge game.
that's another thing. Another thing that's probably going to haunt the Bears. Eberflus is probably going to have 9 sacks. Or his defense is going to have 9 sacks, 5 interceptions, 6 forced fumbles, and 3 punt return touchdowns.
Right.
He's not the special teams coach, but you know what I'm saying.
He's going to try and get Caleb murdered.
Knowing our luck, this is what's going to happen. But the thing is, guys in the locker room know what Eberflus was doing, but then you have the other side where Eberflus knows how Caleb Williams runs. So it's kind of a equaled out thing there, I feel like. Even though it's probably not everything is different.
Yeah, but Matt Eberflus has played defense against a Ben Johnson offense before, and he didn't exactly do very well against it. So
I know, but now Ben Johnson's on the team that was the coach before, so now these players know what. Most of them were on the defense last year with Eberflus, so they're going to know what he was trying to scheme up against the Lions the previous year. But then it's, again, the same thing for Eberflus with Caleb Williams in the offense, but the offense is different with a different coach. So edge Bears with that coaching right there. Only defensive coordinator and head coach.
Yeah.
My mom's coming to town on Sunday, and I can't wait to watch me get extremely pissed off at the TV for 2.5 hours.
I'm hoping watching the game with Rome for the first time is going to be a change of luck, because the first week he was in bed. Second week I was at Josh's. He was going to originally come, but then Carly was working.
Get some good luck.
Exactly.
I will be watching the Bears and the Cowboys in Florida on Sunday.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think I knew that.
Florida.
Wedding or something?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Wedding Saturday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who's your
if
the Bears were so just to maybe finish on this part, but if the Bears were to win on Sunday, not saying I think they are because we predicted all 3 of us thought they were not.
I'll have to fly to Florida for every game. Yes.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that, but also
Diane would have to come down for every.
Who would be your key to the game if the Bears were to win?
It would have to. I mean, if they were going to win the game, It would have to be Montez Sweat.
Okay. Defense.
Need to get home on the back.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Half our defense is fucking hurt. So I don't even know who would be the edge on the defense. I think Romadunze is going to have. I think he's just going to keep getting better.
That's the hope.
And huh?
I said that's the hope.
Yeah. I hope Luther and Colson can get some damn touches and get them involved, and because once DJ's gone, it's going to be them two and Rome. So
you're gonna like my answer. It's not even a player. My key to the
Ben
game
Johnson.
almost is Dennis Allen. If they were to win this game, it would be Dennis Allen. He needs to show anything and get any kind of life out of it. 52 points. He should be telling that team how embarrassed it is. They should even be on the field right now or at practice, how bad that is. Like,
Chicago Bears defenses don't give up that amount of points.
Oh yeah, 50 points is a ton of points. It's like show some pride. So that's why he's my key, because he's got to get something out of this defense. I don't care who's hurt. I don't care what it is, but they need to show some kind of pride and bring out some kind of defense that can stop at least under 28 points. If the Bears hold them under, I'd say 24 points, they should win, in my opinion. Under 24 win.
the Giants put up how many points? 38 against them? 31? 38?
Yeah, that was a shoot. The last 4 minutes it was like they're trading back and forth touchdowns. It was
so
crazy.
Surely we can put up in the 30s and 40s, hopefully. But the defense,
if they show up in the second half, that's the thing. Well, they have to show up after the first drive, actually.
Yeah.
Right.
I kind of don't want them to score on the first drive, so then maybe it's the opposite, and they start doing stuff after that instead of just getting that first drive, which is nice because the Bears were never doing that with Eberflus and all the loser coordinatwill they had. So
we're just losers, man.
To see, so
it's another week, and we'll move forward.
Yep, and we'll definitely have a another recap following that game. But I'm just going in with
Zero
no hope,
expectations.
no hope or expectation, other than like Josh said earlier, hoping the offense can do some stuff. That's the kind of the broader picture is the offense being able to do something because you got your quarterback, your head coach. You want them to do that.
Right. Yeah. I'm kind of the whole rest of the season. I'm gonna go in with 4 out of 10 excitement and just see what happens. And
Just hope for offensive development.
right.
Yep.
That's it.
And hopefully these dudes can get healthy and the defense can come back strong. But like, it's not off to a good start.
I agree. So hopefully Sunday we see something different. My fingers are crossed.
Uh,
Won't hold my
hope,
breath.
boys.
Won't hold my breath though.
All right. You boys got anything else?
I think that
No, I
pretty
mean,
much
I think
wraps it up.
I think we've
I think
said all
there's a
we needed to say.
chance we can win on Sunday. Not a huge one, but I think we'll definitely have a good time. Hopefully, recap in the next game. I don't know why I have a feeling in my gut things are going to go a little bit better this week than they did last week. At least defensively. I think some guys will step up. At least, I mean, I feel like Dennis Allen will fire that defense up a little bit and make them take some pride in their game and at least make it a fight. I guess we'll see. But I'm looking forward to recording hopefully next Monday and talking about either a close loss or a W.
Yes, sir.
All right, boys.
All right.
Well,
Good to be back.
let's hope for the best. Hey, speaking of which, I got my shirt. I don't know if I said that on last pod.
Nice.
I don't think I've been on since I got my shirt. Got the shirt. Shirt fucks. I love it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you didn't get a shirt, you fucked up.
You can still get it. You just need a link from me, so let me know.
Haven't won since getting the shirt, but that's okay.
Yep.
Great material, great
The
fit,
shirt's awesome. Yeah.
great logo.
Great colors. Love the pocket tees. Fuck
Yes,
yeah.
sir. All right, boys.
Anywho.
Well, bear down.
All right.
Bear down.
Bear down, boys. Peace.
See ya.
Adios.